My name is Sabiha Zaman, and I graduated from the digital marketing certification from Content. I also did the patient and community engagement research certificate, and prior to that, I had done the professional certification in project management. So something that I really enjoyed about taking these programs from the University of Calgary's Content program is that the opportunity to learn things and apply them in my current role. So a lot of the skills that are learned are very transferable, and also the instructors have been really phenomenal in terms of providing real-world experiences. I've been in classes where instructors have brought in guest lecturers who've been experts in their field. So it's nice to learn the theory, but also hear from people who are actually working, and they're all in different disciplines. And you can learn a little bit about what are some of the challenges that they've had in their fields, and I think that's what I really like. So it's a very supportive environment. The instructors do realize we're all adult learners, and taking a university course or a program will have different metrics, whereas for Content, I found that instructors are typically a little bit more cognizant of a student's professional work, their family life, and they're making an effort for professional development. So I think they're very supportive. And personally for me, I really like the online delivery. It really makes it easy. I have a full-time work. I've got 3 kids with very busy schedules, and I think the Content really provides that avenue to even take courses during the weekend. I've taken weekend courses from 9 to 12 or evening ones from 6 to 9, and they've really worked for my lifestyle. I also appreciated the asynchronous online delivery, which was offered in the marketing program, the digital marketing one, where all the lectures were pre-recorded, and we had office hours and assignments, and the rubrics were all uploaded on D2L. And it really helped that I could just do the whole program, and it was laid out in a way that I didn't feel lost while I was taking the program. And I'm not from a marketing background. I've got a life science background, and so this is all the business courses, project management. All of this is very new to me. I've never taken them in undergrad, so I really liked how it was laid out for a person who's never taken them before can still complete them and do well in them. So I really liked the social media marketing course that we had done. Part of the assignment, we had to make a video and talk about it. And initially it was daunting because I was like, I don't have the tools. I don't have a YouTube channel, and I'm not really familiar. But I think it got me looking into it because I had to do it for the assignment, and there was flexibility in how you chose to do that assignment. There was creativity in it. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. And I still have my video, and time to time I listen to it just for fun. Maybe an inspiration for a future YouTube or social media side hustle job. My background is in life sciences, and I had been a researcher for a number of years, so working in a lab, and I worked in cancer research, in pigmentation, as well as fertility. And when I saw the PACER program, I didn't have experience in qualitative research, so most of my research I'd done was on cell lines in a lab. So when I saw that opportunity, I was like, this takes into account my love for research and healthcare improvement. And there are not many programs offered by continuing education that is specific for life science and healthcare. So when I saw that, I just jumped at the opportunity. And back in 2018, I had taken a certification in patient-oriented research from ABSPOR. And one of their lecture session was about patient engagement and community research. So when I saw the ads for this program on social media, I just applied for it. I got interviewed for it. There was a whole process involved with it. Being in Alberta, we've had both positive and negative experiences with healthcare, essentially learning what makes the health outcome be positive or negative. What are the factors? Using patients' perspectives in healthcare improvement is key. I think the PACER program was really innovative for teaching the theory, teaching you the skills which I didn't have because I didn't have any qualitative research skills. And they were very, very competency based. So we got to practice, we got lots of feedback, we had mentors, academic oversight, we had to do ethics application. It almost felt like a master's degree from that point of view because a lot of due diligence went into it. And I was really proud of the final product, which is uploaded on Prism. And we worked as a team, so I got to meet a few people who are all passionate about healthcare, and some of my teammates were in Edmonton, 2 of us were in Calgary. So it was nice to work in a team remotely and conduct such a big research project. So the one that we worked on was looking at mental health and chronic kidney disease. So it was sponsored by the Kidney Health Strategic Clinical Network. Our findings were really valuable. We got to present at many conferences since the PACER was completed, and we've got good feedback. And as part of that knowledge dissemination, got an opportunity to be a part of community advisory project for University of Alberta, and they're working on developing that mental health pathway for kidney diseases. So I just really thought it was good because the PACER program led me to the other opportunity, and been on their advisory committee for 2.5 years, I think. So for anyone who's thinking of taking content courses, I would encourage them to enroll because I think you're in good hands at the content program at the University of Calgary. I'm a lifelong learner and I go through many programs just to see which one to select, and I find the way the website of the content is organized, it really helps you capture your learning journey. You could be doing simultaneously many certificates or work on one at a time. The system is very user-friendly, and the instructors are really good about using D2L, having all of their content laid out, and there's diversity in the delivery, the medium that's selected, and one can choose what works for them. I think it's a great way of professional development as well as developing the toolkit to work in any job that you're interested in, whether it be your main job or entrepreneurial venture that you want to start and have been thinking of starting. For anyone who's considering the PACER program, I would highly encourage them to try. It's very systematic. Having no qualitative research background, I found myself well equipped to do the research with lots of mentors and academic oversight, and working with people who are passionate about healthcare. I think it's a great way of having the patient voice in the research that's done at the University of Calgary, and it helps in improving health outcomes for many of diseases that are not really looked at from a patient's perspective. I'm really happy because I was a little bit concerned that once PACER finished that we found so many things, and then where does it go? Like it just stopped there with that paper being uploaded, you're done. But I think when we had to present it to the Alberta Health Services, which was daunting, but it was adrenaline as well. From there, I got that opportunity to be on the community advisory group for that study that's looking at developing the mental health pathway for kidney health. So in some ways, for the last 2.5 years, I'm actually still on the project in a different capacity, so I get the updates on how they're actually implementing what the patients had recommended to us. When I was interviewed, I didn't know I was going to be in the kidney health group. right? Like they selected, I didn't know which group they'll put me. When I interviewed for taking the certification, I had said, I have clubfoot. I want to find people who have clubfoot, because there is always stuff they do for when you're a child. There's treatment, but once you become an adult, there's nothing. It's like it didn't even exist. So I was in the interview process, I was saying I'm part of these groups on Facebook. Where do we go? There's no one to follow, right? And then somehow got selected for the program, and then they put us in the kidney health, which was great too, because I learned lots. There were lots of things I didn't know about dialysis, the different modalities, the in-home and what are the challenges for people in all of those. So that's something I learned, including the skills, but also about dialysis and kidney disease. I'm really proud of the work that we did, but I'm also proud of the other people who were in our cohort who were working on other projects, and they had really great findings from their patient groups that they worked with. And I hope that one day I'm able to start a project from scratch as well.